First, we're going to remove the two 10mm bolts on each side. There's one here and one here. Next, we're going to remove two 5mm Allens. It's going to be 1, 2. After that, you're going to remove 11 plastic push tabs. So be careful, try not to damage the tabs. By using your panel popper, you can pop them out. Okay, so now that you're done with the bottom, let's start with the sides. Now you're going to remove 3 Phillips screws. There's 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to open up the wheel well and peel it back. So you can see this piece right here. You just have to press down and it will release, and then you can just remove the light bulb. Alright, now to pop the bumper off, you could from the side here, there's a tab right here. You could just push down and release. Now that we're done with the bottom and the sides, we can pop the hood and start with the top. Alright, before we get started on removing this radiator shroud, I'm going to give you a little tip on removing these clips right here. Best thing to use is a flathead, small one, and there's a dark spot right here for it to stick in, and then you just wiggle it out. Pop off a lot easier than using a panel popper, so you don't. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tabs that are securing the radiator shroud. And with these tabs, since I already popped all of them, you can just remove it with your hand. So now that I removed the plastic tabs, you can lift this thing off and remove it. Now we're going to remove the weather strip. There's one tab just like the radiator shroud, and you're going to remove that one. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 clips. We're going to pop those out. So after you remove the weather strip, there's these 2 holes on the top of this bumper piece above the headlight, and inside there's a black plastic tab. You just want to press down on the tab and it will release. Okay. Now to release the bumper below the headlight, there's 2 tabs. There's one here and one here. You just want to release it. So after you mask the headlight, you can unplug the fog light on both sides. So we had 4 plugs connected to the OEM headlight. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And after you unplug the bulbs, there's 1, 2 clips that are connected to the top of the headlight, and you just have to remove them. So before we install our Spyder headlight, we're gonna have to transfer over our bracket from the factory headlight, and it's right here on the bottom. You're gonna need your 10mm socket to remove 2 10mm bolts. Now our headlight's ready to install. Okay, go ahead and bring in your Spyder headlight. This connector is for your high beam. Make sure it locks into place. This one is for your low beam. This connector is for your turn signal. And this connector is for your parking. Now we're ready to carefully mount our headlight in place. Reinstall your 10mm bolts. So now that we have the driver's side headlight installed, we can repeat the same process to the passenger side. So now that we have our headlights installed, let's go ahead and reinstall our bumper. After you seated your bumper into place, reinstall your weather strip and then your radiator shroud. Make sure you line it up with the holes on top, and then seat your radiator shroud. And then from here, we could reinstall the 19 plastic push pins. Next, coming over to the side here, I'm going to reinstall the side marker. You're going to insert the front first, and then you're going to press the back in so it locks in place. And then from here, you're going to reinstall your 2 Phillips screws. Now we could do the same to the other side. Reinstall your 2 10mm bolts on the bottom of the bumper, 1 on each side. After that, we're going to reinstall our 9 plastic push pins across the bottom of the bumper. Let's go ahead and test all the functions, make sure everything works properly.